Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been almost 3 years since the video I made about psoriasis. I will kind of give you an update of what my psoriasis status is right now. So just right off the bat, if you compare it to the previous video 3 years ago, all of my forehead psoriasis is pretty much gone except for like there's like one spot that's kind of persistent and it always comes back. And then my shoulders in the back here are all gone. And then I had, and you can kind of see the scar marks, like the previous ones. These used to be like psoriasis marks, but they're gone. And there's like a couple that would pop up on the elbows eventually, like sometimes. Same thing with this. This one here was one, and it's gone now. It's basically just, smooth skin now. And the only one that is still there is my arms here. So this is what it looked like. My back, there's the psoriasis patches. So it's a little angry right now, but what we would do is it will be like kind of flaky when it's dry. But these are the only two patches that's on my one shoulder, my arm here, and I used to have a bunch on this shoulder as well, but that's completely gone. So, going from being heavily covered in psoriasis, especially my side of my head, all my scalp and stuff like that, I had like really heavy, like just what would be like dandruff, but it was like basically psoriasis, like dried skin, like flaking off. I like don't have it anymore. Like all of that is just completely gone. I don't really have dandruff anymore. So that's crazy. So I want to just kind of share and with you kind of like what my take was in that video. Like 3 years ago, I wanted to like kind of like see if it was stress induced along with like some of the vitamin deficiencies and just exercising. So I did all that. I did that for a little bit. It was like maybe 6 months to like about a year that I kind of kept up with a lot of that stuff. And to be honest, I didn't notice any change. Like I didn't put any ointment on that my skin while I was boosting up my vitamin D deficiency, exercising. My diet honestly did not change. I just kept my diet the same way, and reducing my stress level as much as possible, and that nothing really changed, to be honest, in terms of my psoriasis. Like it was the same. You're probably wondering like what actually fixed it. Well, it was actually a cream. So I mentioned in that video I did go to a dermatologist. They actually prescribed me with like one cream. Like this was like years ago when I tried, and I was not consistent with the cream. I went back to the dermatologist. Oh, and before the dermatologist, I did try some over-the-counter stuff, a bunch of other things that kind of semi-worked, what didn't work. I'm kind of go over the stuff that worked for me, kind of, before I went to the dermatologist. But anyways, I went to the dermatologist. They tried a different cream that I didn't try the first time. That kind of worked, didn't kind of work. They gave me another one, like a third one. That was the same, where it was like ish. Some parts kind of like was really good, and some of the heavier stuff, especially like this right here. This is what I would deem myself heavy. Like this one wouldn't go away with the 2 or 3 creams that they gave me. So they gave me a 4th cream that basically removed all of this. There was only, like I said, that one patch and these 2 patches that wasn't removed from that one cream. And then also, like, to be honest, again, that was me kind of not staying on it like a little bit longer. So I gave it about like maybe like a good 2 months, and a lot of this disappeared. So I figured like, oh, majority of it's gone, whatever, right? Stop using it. But these ones probably needed a little bit longer than just those couple months. So the cream that I tried, once I kind of got back into creams, after, the working out and all that stuff that didn't work for me, was this cream. This is the first one. This is over the counter, so you don't need to go to a dermatologist. You don't have to get a prescription. You can buy this on Amazon. You can buy it on, Walmart. Any like store will carry this. You can just Google this. I'll put this on the description as well. But this cream actually worked really well. Like a lot of the lighter patches, I noticed once I put it on a couple days, a lot of it went down, like a lot. It helped a little bit on my forehead up here and the sides. It helped a little bit. But like some of this stuff here, this patch, that patch went away from this. And then like certain ones here went away from this. But the heavier ones, I noticed that it didn't go away. Again, everyone's a little bit different, so I'm going to kind of just show you guys all the stuff that I use. I'll put it in the description, and then, you know, maybe with your dermatologist, you can give it a try. Maybe this will work a lot better for some people, maybe not. But these were the two that the dermatologist recommended first. I don't remember the first one, so this is like the second one here. I'm not even gonna pronounce names. I'm gonna leave it in the description. This one was one of them. This was the other one here. And those kind of worked for me. Oh, also with the psoriasis. I developed a little bit more psoriasis on my legs. It started developing on my knees, which had never happened before. And then a little bit on like my foot. And that actually never happened before. So that's actually when I started using these creams. So some of this stuff helped with the foot and the knees. But here, this is what worked for me. Again, this stuff here that, you know, you guys want to try out, that might work out for you guys. But for me, it didn't work out. This is what worked for me, is this guy right here. This was the fourth one that they prescribed. They were like, well, you know, we can give you this last one to try, because they only have like so much like versions of the cream to go through. This was the last cream that they were going to recommend before they actually recommended doing shots. I didn't want to do the shots because it was like Sky Rizzy or something like that. Didn't want to do the shots because like there's a bunch of side effects, there's a bunch of random stuff. I just wanted to do like a cream version or work out or something, right? This was my last like attempt, right? And luckily this guy here removed basically like 95 to like whatever percent. Like I only have like basically like these two things left here, and I bet you like if I continue using this consistently for a while, I bet you these two patches will go away. Just a little bit longer. The reason why you don't want to stick on with this forever is because it's a steroid, like, you know, cream, and you don't want to be kind of like on steroids forever, right? So like kind of once you have everything under control, you can use this because this is not steroid. It's kind of like a tar. This is what I kind of use. I kind of just put on like certain areas afterwards. But the one thing I want to say, for the people who do have psoriasis, just like me, you know, don't just kind of give up hope, or don't give up on just one cream that failed, because that's kind of what I did. Like when I tried out one cream like long ago, it didn't work, and I was just like, this was a waste of time. Like didn't even try it for like years, you know. And then I came back, you know, I was like, hey man, this is getting like a lot worse. Like let's try something else. And you know, going through 4 different creams, finally, like, you know, for the 4th one worked. So one of the creams out there will probably work for you. Everyone's a little bit different. Give it a try. Go to your dermatologist. I bet you, you know, something will work. You know, anyways, that's the update. You know, my 3-year journey of just doing random trial and errors, different things to see, you know, what would help with this psoriasis. So for me, going back to cream worked. Exercising and kind of keeping up with all the other stuff, it didn't really work out for me. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. Until next time, guys, peace.